Hi everybody, how are you doing? This is SJSRANA, Surendrajit Singh Rana, reporting for April 14th, time about 8:47 hours UTC, 847 hours UTC. Okay, this is going to be very short, brief video because my topic content here is for describing what is metaphor, or I have to delve more onto what is unemployment, massive unemployment wave of India, and much more. So folks, this is my cat Joycey, just a little introduction on my front yard porch, so trying to find the way out. So anyways, so we are going to discuss mostly on unemployment of India and the repercussions and metaphor gimmickry criminals. So anyways folks, as I predicted just on a brief, that Israel and Iran war is ongoing now. Iran has recently launched 8 hours ago massive drones and missiles onto Israel. So this is direct escalation, and this is basically indication of World War III. So I will delve in a different topic, another video on Iran and Iraq, or Iran and Israel war and regional war, basically including all other nations. But for now, I am going to be more focused on this topic of mine, which is metaphor criminals. So folks, it's been very long time. I've been reporting since 2010 under same ID SJSRANA on before its news on onewordpress.com, my Instagram, my Facebook and whatnot. So my topic here is the massive unemployment India is having now. All the youths of India are basically finding themselves unemployed, around 70%, 65 to 70%. So this number will be shocking to you. The unemployment in India has reached over 150 million youths unemployed. So this is a basic trigger for a lot of things which are going to come, and why this concerns most of India, also the world community, because the more unemployment youths are out going to be there. They are going to have some free mind, and mostly they will be picked by a lot of devils or evils, or you can say organized criminals, because to find job, to find food, to eat food, they need to do something to get it. So a lot of different people will resort to a lot of different things. So on the glimpse, let's have a practical example. This is my front yard porch. You can see my front yard here. I have my CCTV camera on double speed, double X, 2X, 4X, 10X, and you can see a lot of people hovering around, and this seems to be very casual for someone, but when it's told to you that these people doesn't belong to the residence, or they are not from here, or they will be temporary worker or temporary something, and what they are doing hovering around is very concerning, because this doesn't seem to be normal routine what you're going to see next. So I have my CCTV on while I'm going to describe what's unemployment going to do in India. So this massive unemployment in India is going to make these youths fall prey to a lot of organized crime, or they themselves may choose the branch of crime from scammers. Basically, India is also known to produce a lot of massive population of scammers. There have been major investigations and arrests on scammers from Canada agencies and US agencies to come to India and grab these criminals. Basically, they scam over the phone, making fool of people. They scam over phone, pig butchering. Apart from them, they will have a lot of people fall into prey of their schemes, which basically over the phone from India, they call innocent senior citizens in the US and ask them to deposit money, giving the assurance that they're providing some service to them. This sort of thing has basically taken a lot of people in America into surprise mode. Also, they have fallen victim and they have lost a lot of money. So overall, for last 10 years, they must have lost more than $1 billion to these scammers from India alone. So it is only from India. These scammers you will not find from Japan, you will not find from China, you will not find from Russia, you will not find from UK, but from India. So constantly America and Canada are facing threat from India scammers. It's like an organized mafia. under some maybe some renegade officials or something else. And this is why the unemployment youth of the India is going to cause major massive issues. These people who are idling out, who have no other work to do but to scam or to do a metaphor criminal game around the neighborhood, these people are basically going to be anti-humanity elements who doesn't have any agenda, but they have anything to pick up, anything they find to grab anywhere, they will gather around, or to threaten, or to make some sort of terrorist gesture. So these people are all around, and these people can do anything given the opportunity, because the morality and the ethical standards in India has fallen very low. So I've been repeating all the time that always remember, 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars. And they are anti-humanity people because they can lie about anything. If people start lying about anything, then they are willing to do anything. So that's my basic idea, that why this is going to be hazardous to the whole world. India unemployment is going to become a pain for the whole world. And I don't know why India is allowing people to keep producing more and more population, whereas they don't have land, they don't have resources. They should have cut these massive population bump which India is producing in last 2 decades. They should have put a stop on it. So anyways, folks, I'm going to come more onto this. What is this going on? I have a repetition on this. So you can see in a half an hour time frame, which you can see from CCTV, these people have gathered around, and it's not the normal people of the residents or around my neighborhood. They have come from someone, or they may be temporary worker. But if they are worker, they should be doing work, not just specifically stalking or trying to have a deep look onto the house. So basically what they may be doing, I'm not saying they're doing, but this is apparent from the mode what they are doing. So they've gathered around the house, you can see, and sitting on front yard of a house, which is my house, residence here. And you see they are gathering together and watching on the house. Perhaps many of the criminals or robbers or dacoit in India are seen to deploy this technique. They'll somehow gather around, they are not from the residence, from the neighborhood, they'll come from somewhere else, and they'll sit around and they will watch and surveillance the neighborhood. And they will see how, or plan how they can have a dacoity, how they can do robbery, how can do stealing. So that is the basic technique. They may not be this, they may not be entirely related to that fact, but this is very conspicuous. The way they are sitting, the way they are gathering, which and specific location, and all of them seem to be in a teamwork. And also one more thing which is very popular in India, I keep repeating, I have mentioned many times, which is metaphor criminal game. What is a metaphor criminal game is basically to sabotage identity of a person who is famous. Let's say you are a famous person, popular person, and you are not interacting with many people around, but you are famous all over the world. So if people have to come and meet you, they have to come around and they have to go and basically try to search for you, your name or your location. However, when the metaphor criminals are involved in the middle, like many times we have seen around in our neighborhood, especially my neighborhood, these people will gather around and they will try to imitate some action or something, or they will try to sit around and see who is going to come at that time. So if that person is going to come, they are going to some sort of have intimidation tactics. They try to somehow divert their attention or engage them in the talks so they can basically grab or hijack that person. Because the person who has come to meet someone, maybe meeting for the first time, they exactly don't know where the location is or who the person is. But if the metaphor criminals are around, they will say, no, we are the one. We are basically doing what you are knowing to know. Let's say somebody is writing articles as I am doing. So these kind of tactics are seen in India very common. There are a lot of impersonators, imposters, metaphor criminals, and many of the times they are basically luring the girls, females, to rape them one by one. It's a grand scheme, very popular in India, because people have found a lot of goodies out of these scamming people, world leadership, by sitting around or at a specific time and location. You appear there and some gift will be delivered to you. The idiots, income poops who are delivering, they are also idiots, and the receivers are obviously scammers and criminals. So this is what the activity I'm trying to show. And perhaps they may not be linked to that, but this is how people do. And it's very conspicuous how they have gathered around a specific location time around the house. So this is what, folks, you've got to be aware of. So most of the time we find human trafficking agents who are around because they are also most abundantly available visible creatures in India. So these are people who are hunting or scanning females around, and this is one of the video, a very good fundraising video, human trafficking, myth versus truth. I think you must all watch. So see how these criminals, these pervert predators are basically hunting females, or they're trying to solicit them with the intent of putting them into sex industry. And also this is related to pig butchering, which I'll elaborate later. So these all phenomena are going around. We have recently seen how Andrew Tate brothers, both of them, Andrew Tate, were basically into the charges of human sex trafficking, basically over the females, how they have tried to manipulate them. So basically the trial is still going on. We don't know reality unless the court pronounces the sentencing. But on the broader term, I wish to tell you that this is very common, specifically in India, because there's so much of unemployed youth, and obviously they are youth, so they need to find girl or some partner. Also they make money from them because they have no money, so they will always be seen around. They are poor background or have no money, they are starving. This is why they are seen around, because they want to make money through scamming, through looting, plundering, or through Romeo pimp, or become a lover boy, sex trafficking methodology, whatever you call it. All these devil's evils strategy they deploy to get more money or to become rich, because they don't have money. When you have unemployment, this means that they are searching for job to survive. And if they don't find the job to survive, specifically in India, it is quite common that they will resort to criminal activities, which is having a devil mindset, which is very popular in India, because I keep repeating, 8 out of 10 every India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liar with hate crimes against humanity and truth tellers. So the pathological lying agenda or concept, or it's in the DNA of India. I tell you, most of them, 8 out of 10, it's in the DNA. They will lie. They don't have shame in lying. They don't fear that they'll have repercussions of lying, but they lie. So if they lie, they can steal, they can do all sort of criminal activities. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Recently, we have seen a lot of attacks, cyber attacks on Aadhaar card system of India, which is just like SSN, Social Security number, or SIN, Social Insurance number, which is in Canada. So these type of people have attacked. They have taken millions and millions of data from government, and I don't know what India government has to say or say sorry to Indian citizens, because it has been the repository with them which have been stolen by scammers. So imagine if the scammers can scam India government portal site, what they can do to normal citizen. So I'm a normal citizen, I tell you, but I do keep writing social events. I've been predicting for last 10 years for the cause of humanity, and you can see these are my sites before its news. I'm being searchable on Google for my phone number 896-810-7947. You can see all of my site appears there. And Google has been knowing me for last 10 years from my name SGS Rana and 896-810-7947. Link to my Facebook and all my social events and social causes I spend for humanity. However, imposters, impersonators in India, and there are some specific state-sponsored scammers also, or you can say impersonators also, which I have come to know. They are trying to replace my identity with their fake identity, for the cause that because they don't want me to speak truth or to tell or to reveal what is going on. So it's like a virus. They will leech in, they will intercept, and they will become themselves the fake real person, so that people don't get to know the real person. And like a virus, they will do the destruction, decimation, or they will emanate false information, spread false news, fake news. This is what they do as the agenda. And India is a very good spot because they have largest number of unemployed people. So these unemployed people are approached or given the opportunity, they will do anything. So look at this. My search for Google SGS Rana recently from hashtag has been scammed, has been taken over by imposters, impersonators. So the faces you are seeing on the search result now on Google is totally fake, bogus. They are not SGS Rana. My face is nowhere shown, which was earlier shown 3-4 months before. So this is telling that how imposters, impersonators, metaphor criminals, morons are hijacking people's identity. This is quite evident. Whatever search you come from here, they are hijackers. They're hijackers, or they have been put into a situation by some other person to become the face of imposter. So these are the agendas in India, which is quite popular: impersonation, hijacking of communication, hijacking of identity, sabotaging identity, obscuring the real personality, their work, and putting up an imposter, impersonator, a thug in front of other people. So I'm trying to warn you folks, because India unemployment will hit all-time high very soon. I predicted this many times year before, and this is going to happen. And once this happens, it's going to be an evil towards the whole humanity. These people are nothing going to be but an evil and devil force. They will teamwork because they have canny ability to speak lie, to spread false information, to become impersonator. They can do anything. Already India is popular for scammers, scams, frauds, impersonation, thugs, dacoity, plundering, copycats. Tesla is recently been invited desperately by India because they want to steal the technology. Once Tesla has the plants in India, the copycats will easily replicate, and they're going to decimate the technology of Tesla. That's what I'm sensing. It's been happening all around, all and all again. So folks, my idea is to rekindle the hope in the humanity of truth, of humbleness, of being dedicated to your righteous job. But people around are not like that. Be careful. Okay, so I leave you with my Joycey again. My cat, she's 1 year old, and I have 3 cats. So all of them are basically gladly, happily residing.